Hey there gorgeous peeps, this is Chris from TechSpert and I'm here with the all-new Kindle Paperwhite, fresh for 2018. It's now fully water resistant, just like the super premium Oasis model of Kindle, but it costs just £119, or should I say from £119, depending on which model you go for. So let's get this bad boy open and check out exactly what you get in the box, get it all set up and run through the specs and what exactly has improved. First of all, I actually love the box itself, teasing some of that super skinny new design. You can see there, Kindle Paperwhite. Let's just slide it on out. Definitely looks nice and dinky. What else do you get in here? You also get, of course, a simple instruction manual and a bit of USB action in order to actually charge it up. Always handy. No plug, of course. You'll either have to connect it directly to a computer or provide your own plug adapter in order to get it charged. There you go. So that's about as simple as unboxings come. So as I said before, the all-new Kindle Paperwhite for 2018 starts at £119 for the 8GB model, and that's Wi-Fi only. If you want to up the storage to 32GB, that'll cost you an extra £40, so it's £159. And then if you want to go for the super deluxe 32GB model with Wi-Fi and free 4G connectivity as well, that'll be £219, so £100 more expensive than the base model. But still more affordable than the all-new Kindle Oasis, and as I say, you get full water resistance in there as well. It's IPX8 rated now, so you can give it a dunking in 2 meters of fresh water for about 60 minutes and it should be absolutely fine. Great news if you're going on your holidays, you accidentally drop it in the pool, something like that. Nice and light as well. It's 182 grams for the basic Wi-Fi model, is slightly heavier for the 4G version. As you can see there, very slender as well, just 8.2 millimeters, so just as skinny as the new Oasis model. It's got this lovely soft touch rear, so it should hopefully provide a nice bit of grip, and it just feels nice under the fingers as well. You can see very simple controls. You just have the single power button down beneath. You've got the USB charging port there as well. You don't actually get any physical buttons for turning the page or anything like that. It's all done via the touchscreen instead. There we are, we're all powered up now, so let's get the Paperwhite set up. Hopefully won't be too sluggish, because sometimes these e-readers can be a little bit slow when it comes to the performance. As you can see there, you get a high resolution 300 pixel per inch display. I believe that is exactly the same as the old Paperwhite. It's a 6-inch anti-glare screen, so you can be reading in bright sunlight and should still hopefully be able to make out that text without having to squint. Weeks of battery life, bit optimistic. We found that with most Kindles we tend to get roughly a week with fairly intensive use, like with commuting and maybe the occasional bit of reading at home as well. You can generally expect around sort of 15 to 20 hours of use on a single charge. Obviously it will drop if you are browsing the store a lot using Wi-Fi or the 4G, or if you've constantly got that screen brightness turned all the way up as well. Right, so we're all set up on the Wi-Fi and I've registered my Amazon account as well, so now we're into the proper Kindle Paperwhite 2018 interface. As you see here, if you've used a Kindle before, you'll basically be right at home, literally. All of your books are stuck away here in your library, of course. Your most recent books are right here on the main screen, so you can tap straight into them. Otherwise, just tap your library and you can access the whole lot. You've also, of course, got recommendations direct from the Amazon Kindle store as well, most wished for, etc, etc. You can dive straight into the store with the tap up here. And as long as you're connected to the internet via your Wi-Fi or via that 4G connection, if you go for the super premium model, then you'll be able to have a bit of a browse and download books direct from the Kindle store onto the new Paperwhite. And of course there's full audible support here on the Kindle Paperwhite as well. There's no actual built-in speakers or anything, so you'll need to hook up a pair of Bluetooth headphones or a speaker to actually listen to the books, always handy. But you can actually store them on there. If you are going to be storing audiobooks on your Paperwhite, I recommend going for the 32GB model just to make sure you've got enough space to have a decent sized collection. So I've now chosen a book to download, completely at random of course, by some awesome author called Chris Baraclough. Let's see what this is all about. So of course, because you don't get any page turning buttons, it is all touchscreen controls. You can either swipe to go forward, swipe back to go back, or you can just do a little tap either side to do the same thing. You can also access all of the settings and everything by tapping up here at the top. This is just a sample, so as you can see, you've got links to directly buy the book as well. You've also got the new themes where you can basically just tap up here and you can choose to have a compact layout. So there you go, as you can see, nice small font. So if you've got decent eyesight, you'll be able to cram a lot more onto each page. Although you can go for a nice bit of large text as well if your eyes are struggling a bit. And of course you do have full control over the font size, the actual font itself, all that kind of stuff, so you can change it to something different, bit of Baskerville action. You can make it all nice and bold if you are struggling, and of course change the size. That's as small as the font gets, as you can see there, pretty damn dinky. It's a good thing that it's a 300 pixel per inch screen. That text is still looking nice and crisp, clearly legible, great stuff. And of course you've also got full control over the brightness levels and everything as well, so if it is a particularly bright day and you are struggling a bit, you can boost it up. And you've got the likes of the airplane mode as well if you want to just knock off that Wi-Fi quickly and cleanly. And of course you get all the standard Kindle features thrown on there as well, like the family library and everything, so you can actually share your books with the rest of your household if you want to do so. You've got fast access to the likes of Goodreads to read reviews of books before you actually buy them. And if you come across a word that particularly flummoxes you, you can just give it a tap to highlight it. And then as you see, you'll get fast access to definitions and more information online, as long as obviously you've got that online connection. And if you do come across a bit of foreign text, you can quickly translate that as well. As with all e-readers, it's not the slickest of performance. There is the odd stutter here and there as you're sort of flicking through the menus, waiting for things to load, but overall not too bad. I certainly wouldn't call it sluggish. Certainly the Wi-Fi connection, everything seems to be nice and nippy. Books are downloading basically in a matter of just 2 or 3 seconds, so that's just what you want. And if you are a fan of graphic novels as well, of course, they are fully supported. As you can see, everything looks nice and crisp and sharp, thanks to that fantastically crisp screen. You can actually zoom in on a page as well and sort of scroll about. Reasonably responsive, again a little bit sluggish, so not ideal. It's not quite the same experience you would get, for instance, browsing a comic on an iPad or something like that. It's a bit more awkward. Amazon has helped out though. What you can do is double tap and you'll access the panel view, and this just basically zooms in on each panel in turn, and then when you flick across it'll just take you to the next panel. So right there in a nutshell is the all-new Kindle Paperwhite for 2018. I've also got the official cover right here, the water-safe fabric cover, so this is even water repellent as well. So as you can see, it's just your typical flip cover. Let's just take out this packaging. Don't really need to have a read of any kind of instructions. It's nice and simple. All you do is you just slot the Paperwhite in like so. It just clips in nicely, and that's held in there nice and firm, as you can see. You can just fold it around and hold it like so when you're reading, and then when you're done, just close it on up like so. Saves you having to, you know, push the power button or anything, nice and lazy. And then when you want to commence reading again, just flip it open and it will automatically come out of hibernation. Bam, straight ready to go again. Feels nice, got that lovely fabric finish to it, certainly looks very smart as well. And as I say, it's water repellent too. So hopefully, even if you drop the whole thing in that swimming pool, butterfingers, it should be absolutely fine. Does add a bit of girth onto it, but nothing too severe. So basically, if you're looking for a water-resistant e-reader, but your budget can't stretch all the way up to the mighty premium Oasis, then definitely the all-new Kindle Paperwhite 2018 gets a big thumbs up from us. It's got all your typical Amazon features in there. It's nice and slim and light, and that screen is absolutely fantastic as well. So you can grab it from November the 7th for £119 for the base model, all the way up to £219 if you want that free 4G and the 32 gigs of storage. Any questions, comments, anything like that, leave down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more on the latest and greatest tech. Cheers everyone, love you, bye!